Hello, this is Ashur Kanoon, Senior Director of Technical Marketing with Pulse Secure, and today we're going to look at some 9.0 highlights. Pulse Secure continues to innovate around deployment flexibility and scale. Hybrid IT and multi-cloud deployments are common, and we're helping make it easy. Scalable solutions mean more users with more devices. When your users add one of the 1.2 billion IoT devices deployed globally, we'll help you automatically see them and enable the level of secure access needed. Let's take a look at a few of the flexibility and scale highlights across Connect Secure, Policy Secure, and our mobile and desktop clients. A few of the things we want to look at in terms of flexibility and scale are PCS in the cloud, the REST API, and distributed profiler. So as you may know, PCS and PPS are available in many forms. They're on our PSA series appliances along with some of our other legacy appliances. They're also available on hypervisors, so things like VMware ESXi or Fusion, KVM, and Hyper-V from Microsoft. In the previous release, we also had a cloud appliance that was available for Azure. And in this release, the 9.0 release, we also have a virtual appliance that's available for AWS. So now you can have a hybrid IT model of deployment where you can have virtual devices in your data center. You can have physical appliances at the edge, or you can have virtual appliances kind of all over for disaster recovery. So you might have one that's in AWS, and you have maybe in another country, you have a couple that are clustered in Azure. The next thing is when you have these devices kind of everywhere, especially in the cloud, you have to make sure there's automation capabilities. So previously we used DMI or netconf, and in this latest release, we have a full REST API that enables you to do everything you were able to do previously. This is from device bring up to configuration to actually collecting some analytics from the device. So in this new release, there's a lot of new updates on the REST API side to further help automation. And in this release, we've also done some things around distributed profiling. So many profiling solutions out there really just focus on your local network. So you would have your local network with your switches, your Wi-Fi. The profiler would be there. So this would be profiling everything that's on-prem, either connected wirelessly or connected to Wi-Fi. In our case, so this is PPS. In our case, we want to make sure there's no blind spots. So one of the things that we're doing is we're also letting PCS become a collector. So you can configure PCS to use the remote profiler, which has some advantages. Everything that's out here, so these mobile devices, these desktops, every time they connect, this PCS will actually send the profiling information to the profiler. It'll collect a lot of information about it so that we know what this device is. In case you're doing role-based role mapping based on devices and device attributes. The other cool thing is we also collect information. So if I want to use an attribute of a device that was internal, now it's coming out externally, I can also know that the device was there. Having the remote information also helps with things like collecting the history, the audit trail information for the device. So where did this device connect from? What IP addresses did it have? What was the category of device that it had? So we can do this remote profiling not only on PCS, but let's say this is your headquarters, and then I also have a few different branch offices globally. I can point all of my PPS or PCS instances in all of these. I can point them back to one central profiler so that we can have something that's available globally, and you're not having to have separate databases. There's also some flexibility we built into the profiler in 9.0. So now, not only can you modify all of the profiles if you need to, but you can actually import, export the database across all of the PPS instances, and then you can upload them to one central device. So if you had separate devices up to now, when you upgrade to 9.0, you'll be able to easily merge all of your managed devices, not only here, but if all of your devices are connected to Pulse One, that's another thing we do is from all of the profilers, they can be aggregated on Pulse One. So we're really trying to make Profiler as flexible and as usable as possible to ensure that you have the most contextual information about devices before allowing them on the network. To learn more, please visit www.pulsesecure.net. Thank you.